Hi guys, welcome. One of the most common doubts that I keep getting from my students is because this is the mains window, many people are preparing for their mains exam and the common doubt is how to balance their GS and optionals. Now, why they are facing this problem is many students have taken test series. They have taken test series for general studies also. They have taken test series for optionals also. Now, the problem what happens is this optional test series and the general studies test series are both different. And because both are different, this test series will have its own timetable and this test series will have its own timetable. Correct? So what happens? Let us hypothetically assume that this is a week. The week starts on Monday till next Sunday. And let us say that there is on Wednesday, there is a GS test. And let us say on Saturday, there is an optional test. There is an optional test. Now, usually the mentality of the student is when they start their week on Monday, they know that there is a test on Wednesday for GS. So, their mind is inclined more towards GS on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So, their entire energy will go on reading Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday for the GS paper. And once they are done with the GS paper, now their mind will start moving towards optional. So, Thursday, Friday, they revise their optional and then they go and give the test on Saturday. And Sunday when they come, they don't know what exactly they did the entire week because one half of the week they spend time on GS, one half of the week they spend time on optionals. The GS part was also not completely done, the optional part was also not completely done. This is one of the common problems that most of the students face, and this problem happens again and again because most students will take the test series from different institutes and they will have different timetable. Now, one logical way of solving this problem is, let us assume that the test is on Wednesday, the GS test is on Wednesday and the optional test is on Saturday. Let us assume that the optional test is on Saturday and the GS test is on Wednesday. This is what you people have to do. Now, this applies to those people who have not only qualified for mains, this applies to all those students across the country who are UPSC aspirants who are preparing for their mains exam. Remember that from July till November, this is your mains window. This is your mains window. You have to, under any circumstances, make sure that you are good in essay, you are good in GS, all the 4 papers, and you are good in optionals. You are good in optionals. So this is your responsibility. So you have to make sure that you are thorough with all these things by November. Now, if you have to be thorough with all these things by November, you have to solve this problem. This problem of trying to balance both GS and optional. Now, I will tell you a way to balance the GS and optionals. Look at this. Now, let us assume that you have Monday, you have Tuesday, you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Let us assume that this is the week. Your timetable says that on Wednesday you have GS test and on Saturday you have optional test. Okay. Now, you have GS test on Wednesday, you have optional test on Saturday. I would want you to move the GS test to Sunday. I would want you to move the optional test to Sunday. So on Sunday, in the morning, you are going to write GS test. In the afternoon, you are going to write optional test. So Sunday becomes your test day and the rest of the week is study day. So in the rest of the week, what will you do? In the entire week, let us say the entire week, you have day 1, you have day 2, like that 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the day of the test. So you have 6 days. So this is the first half of the day and this is the second half of the day. So the first half of the day you study for GS, the second half of the day you study for optionals. So in that way what happens, every day you are going to study GS in one part of the day, every day you are going to study optional in another part of the day. In that way, when you come to Sunday, you would have given one entire week for GS, you would have given one entire week for optionals. Your mind is balanced with respect to GS preparation as well as optional preparation. So on Sunday, when you go in the morning and write GS test, and in the afternoon when you come back and write the optional test, you will feel that completeness. You will also feel satisfied that your mind was not swinging here and there. Your mind was calm and balanced because you were able to read GS also, because you were able to read optional also. So this is one way you have to customize the timetable according to your strengths, according to your needs, and not according to some design of an institute's timetable. So I hope that this was helpful, guys. This was one of the most common problems that the students kept asking me. So I thought that I'll make a video and address this problem. I hope it was helpful. I'll be coming up with many such videos to explain how exactly you have to prepare for the mains exam. I hope you people are ready. Please subscribe if you have not. I'll see you again, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.